Bledsoe's got the ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. Mutombo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And so Mutombo nails both of them. Here is Bledsoe. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Wiggins with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Young outside. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now Irving. And stolen by Drummond. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wiggins. And Young kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Young. Inside. Towns. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
A rim rocker.
Look for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Bledsoe dishes to Towns. Can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Hayward comes in for Wiggins. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Young. And Detroit with a change here, too. Johnson's checked in. No good from Bledsoe. Detroit leading by 3. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. Out to Anthony. Puts up a 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Hayward can hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the shot is good from Johnson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bledsoe with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To stop the run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Joe Johnson picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Some changes for Toronto. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Towns. And it's Hezonja in for Eric Bledsoe. Detroit leading by 6. Nobody near Irving. A 3-pointer off the mark. So it's Toronto now. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Teletovic passes to Hezonja. Off target with his 3. Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now here's McLemore. Not a lot of room. Pass to Hezonja. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Toronto, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. He's perfect from the line this time. And here is Thornton. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Detroit up 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Detroit looking at who they've got. We've got Garnett, Thornton out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by McLemore. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thornton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks. Down.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Some changes for Toronto. Towns, who's checked in for Jabari Parker. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for McLemore. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Tumbo, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kevin Garnett. Johnson, he's checked in for James Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Marcus Thornton. To the left wing. Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Towns. Antetokounmpo.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Wiggins. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to Towns. They get it back. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Detroit leading by 6. Here's Johnson. It's Drummond with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And that one's good. Hardaway has got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Drummond. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Towns. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Wiggins. And Nick Young is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And then for Detroit, Anthony's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Hardaway. And Irving subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Bledsoe kicks to Young. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And Toronto making a change here. Hezonja's checked in. No good. Mutombo with some nice D. Detroit leading by 4. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Caldwell-Pope's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Hayward passes to Hezonja. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Toronto.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Hayward passes to Hezonja. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Tries to keep it alive. And it's off from 3-point range. And he lobs it up. And Hayward with the stop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Detroit leads by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's team.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And even though